be starting here at 1 o'clock with your open Red Angus show, as well as your junior beef builder and Brahmie junior shows. Again, we'll be starting those shows here at 1 o'clock. We do need those first classes up in the makeup ring. And again, we'll be starting here shortly with Class 1 open Red Angus females and Class 1 junior heifer calves over in your beef builder Brahmie junior show. Again, we are now ready to begin your Beef Builder and Brahmie Junior show here in Broadbent Arena with Class 1 Junior Heifer Calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 1 Beef Builder Heifers entering the ring in Broadbent Arena. Would like to take this time to introduce your judge over in your Beef Builder and Brahmie Junior show, Mr. Brandon Bratcher. Brandon is from Elizabeth, Indiana, and Brandon graduated from Purdue University with a degree in animal science. He, along with his family, raised commercial Angus cattle with a small but nationally competitive show Angus herd. If you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Bratcher a big round of applause for being out here and evaluating your Beef Builder and Brahmie Junior show. Again, now in the ring is Class 1 Junior Heifer Calves over in your Beef Builders show. These heifers' date of birth range from April 11th through April 6th of 2025. And placings in Class 1 over in your Junior Beef Builder Heifer Show. First place goes to entry number 5, EEE Miss Tulip, exhibited by Everett Turknap of Owington, Kentucky. And second place in that class will go to entry number 6, MMS Miss Playboy Bunny, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 3 Senior Heifer Calves over in your Beef Builder Junior Show. Again, entering the ring now is Class 3 Senior Heifer Calves. And placings in Class 3 over in your senior heifer class over in your beef builder show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. And second place in that class goes to entry number 8, WAMB Gypsy, exhibited by Wyatt Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your division champion beef builder heifer. Again, now in the ring is your champion show calf champion beef builder heifer. And we are ready to begin your open Red Angus female show with your Red Angus percentage females in Class 1. Again, we are ready to start your percentage Red Angus female show with Class 1. These heifers' date of birth range from June 15th through May 4th, 2025. Again, now in the ring is Class 1 open Red Angus percentage females. And your division winner over in your beef builder show goes to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. Congratulations. And your reserve division winner will go to entry number 8, WAMB Gypsy of M435, exhibited by Wyatt Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering the ring is Class 7 junior yearling heifers over in your beef builder show. Again, entering the ring now is Class 7 junior yearling heifers.
Good afternoon. Real pleasure for me to be here to evaluate your Red Angus show today, and what a 3 really nice females to start out this percentage show with. Heifer that to lead off this class, a real maternal look to her, real smooth in her pattern, her makeup. You really like how she balances up from front to rear. A heifer that can get out and go is when you ask her to take on the move out here. Just a real good kind of heifer with a lot of quality to lead off this class. Now, Get into second and third, very similar. Both these heifers, to me, the heifer going out in second is just made a little bit nicer when you get her on a profile, a little bit better out through her hip, a little smoother right there in her forerib and how it hooks up to her shoulder. A sure one that you like from an overall length and spine standpoint. And this heifer that ends up going third, a really stout individual, probably the biggest boned of the three out here when you really compare the bone work on them, but a heifer that didn't put together quite as nice. She wants to open up in her shoulder, wants to drop her pins when you get her in motion. Just like to put this one together just a little bit nicer from front to rear. Three really nice heifers to start out this show.
And placings in Class 1 over in your Red Angus percentage female show are as follows. First place and automatic spring heifer calf champion will go to entry number 98, Shady's Cupcake N54, exhibited by Jace Beatty of Crossville, Tennessee. Congratulations. And second place in Class 1 and automatic reserve spring heifer calf champion will go to entry number 99, SLVC Ruby, exhibited by Amber Morris of Marengo, Indiana. And third place in Class 1 will go to entry number 97, 1JCA 2513, exhibited by Jones Cattle Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering is Class 4 February heifer calves.
Yeah, just a single entry here in the percentage show. Sure one that gives you a credible look from a profile standpoint. Real angular and feminine, extremely long fronted kind of female. She's got enough rib, depth of rib to her. A heifer that's really good out through her hip. She's got enough shape to her to complement that. Just a really good single entry to win this class and division.
And first place in Class 7 over in your Beef Builder show, an automatic senior yearling Beef Builder heifer will go to entry number 11, Miss JMS Zara 03M, exhibited by Miley Gibson of Newark, Arkansas. Congratulations to that exhibitor. We're now ready to select your grand champion Beef Builder heifer here in Broadbent Arena.
Another single entry class and division as well this February yearling. Just a really complete looking individual out here, real fresh in her condition. One that you really gravitate to for overall makeup and how maternal looking she is out here. Just excellent. You ask this one to take off and go, how this one is flexible and in the way this one can move. My compliments go out to this young lady with her division champion.
And catching you up over in your Red Angus percentage female show, first place in Class 4 and automatic junior heifer calf champion will go to entry number 101, PBRS Cedars Pandemic, exhibited by Jones Cattle Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. And first place in Class 12 and automatic junior heifer champion will go to entry number 111, GR Ranch Revival, exhibited by Carly Shooter of Frankton, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your grand champion percentage female. And after we do that, we will take a short photo break. Again, we'll take a short photo break to picture your percentage female champions. And I would like to take this time to introduce your judge over in your Red Angus female show, Mr. Todd Herman. Todd grew up on a diversified livestock and grain operation. He is a graduate of Michigan State University, and Todd is the third-generation Hereford breeder. Todd, along with his wife Kim, continue to raise Hereford cattle. Tom and Kim live in Lima, Ohio, where Todd is the cow herd manager at Jones Show Cattle. Todd has judged numerous shows throughout the United States and Canada and is pleased to be here on the Green Shavings with us. If you could join me in giving Mr. Todd Herman a big round of applause. And your grand champion beef builder heifer over in your Brahmie Junior show goes to entry at number 11, Miss JMS Zara 03M, exhibited by Miley Gibson of Newark, Arkansas. Congratulations.
Well, we didn't have very many here in the percentage show. It sure have a lot of quality. You get these 4 heifers back out here, and I know that one first class had 3 of them in it, and all 3 of them were very acceptable and had a lot to offer as well. And we get these 3 class winners out here, division champions. Sure, some things that you really gravitate to on these 3 head of cattle. I mean, going forward, what these can do for brood cows will be pretty impressive for these exhibitors, and I'm impressed with what I've seen out here, even though we haven't had very many numbers. Give them a nice round of applause, and I'll go show you which ones I like.
And over in your Beef Builder show, your reserve grand champion Beef Builder heifer will go to entry number 7, JMS Ruby 53M, exhibited by Jeremiah Gonzalez of Palestine, Texas. Congratulations. We're now moving on to your full-blood purebred Brahmie show with Class 18, Class 15 spring heifer calves. And over in your Red Angus percentage female show, your grand champion percentage female goes to entry number 111, GR Ranch Revival, exhibited by Carly Shooter of Frankton, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion percentage female will go to entry number 101, PBRS Cedars Pandemic 502, exhibited by Jones County Junior College, Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Again, we will take a short photo break and be moving into your open Red Angus female show. And placings in Class 15 over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie show first place goes to entry number 18 at JBB Connie 550N, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations to that exhibitor. Now entering the ring is Class 15B spring heifer calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 15B spring heifer calves over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie junior show. And placings in Class 15B over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 22, JBB NYLHA 502N, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 20, MAMB Lynn N502, exhibited by Walker Scott Manbeck of Buchanan, Virginia. And third place goes to entry number 19, COYP Naomi 30ET, exhibited by Coy Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is your division champion. Again, your spring calf division champion is now in the ring. And your spring calf champion over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie show will go to entry number 22, JBB NAILE 502N, exhibited by Caitlin Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Congratulations. And your reserve division female will go to entry number 18, JBB Connie 550N, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready for Class 15C Junior Heifer Calves. Again, we're ready for Class 15C over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie Junior show. And over in your Red Angus female show, we are ready for Class 1 May Heifer Calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 1 May Heifer Calves. Please note entry number 106 is a scratch. We also would like to thank our photographers for the North American here this year, Lindy's Livestock Photos. Find all your ring shots and background photos at lindysphotos.com. We do appreciate them being the official photographer for this year's North American. Again, find those pictures at lindysphotos.com.
Well, we get into this first class of these May heifer calves, and sure, impressive group of heifers out here. When you look at the paperwork that's attached to them, I mean, some of them are pretty incredible as far as their overall growth numbers that they have with them. You have to really be impressed about that, and yet they're low enough in birth that they're not a problem in that regard as well. So, I mean, then you look at them from a phenotypic standpoint, is really a good set of females out here. This one to lead off the class to me just does it pretty handily. You get to looking at her from her overall length of body, length of spine, how this one can move, the bone work that's underneath her, really smooth in her overall makeup. Just a really good individual with a lot of quality to lead off this class. A little more maternal looking kind of female here coming in second. You really have to like that about her. She's really big bodied, big rib kind of female. But with that, she's a little bit shorter made, shorter coupled kind of heifer. She's doesn't have the overall extension is what we've got in our class winner, but a nice pattern to this one. Just like to extend this one out in her overall makeup. Good at the ground. You like the bone work underneath that one as well. Nice little heifer calf coming here in third. One that I really like from a condition standpoint. She's really unique looking up through that front end. She's got a tremendous amount of extension in the front 1/3 of her body. She's made good out through her hip and down into that quarter, giving up quite a bit as far as performance. The heifers on either side of her, just like to see just a little bit more heifer here, but you do like the overall makeup of that one. And no doubt the highest performing heifer is the one following in behind her. You sure have to be impressed with that. Unbelievable set of numbers with this heifer as well. But with that heifer gets pretty piecey looking out here. She's not as good out through her hips. She wants to drop her pins. You get her in motion. You like to clean that one up in her chest and up through that front end. But sure one that you have to be really impressed with the overall length of body and the overall performance of that heifer. Nice class to start out this show with.
And placings in Class 1 over in your Red Angus Open Female Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 112, RFCC Miss Annie, 500N, exhibited by Van Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Second place goes to entry number 105, Shady's Nikki, N38, exhibited by Ella Beatty of Crossville, Tennessee. Third place goes to entry number 104, Shady's Rose, N63, exhibited by Ray Hamilton of Crossville, Tennessee. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 107, DDLCC Alicia 01N, exhibited by Jones County Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 2 April Heifer Calves in your Red Angus Open Female Show. And placings in Class 15C over in your Junior Heifer show, over in your Full-Blood Purebred show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Second place in that class goes to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third place goes to entry number 28, SW Monica 2502, exhibited by Ellen Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. And fourth place in that class goes to entry number 23, JMS Ulta 64N, exhibited by Jalen M. Smith of Rosebud, Arkansas. Fifth place in that class will go to entry number 24, also exhibited by Jalen M. Smith of Rosebud, Arkansas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 15D, Junior Heifer Calves.
What a nice pair of these April heifer calves. You look at the data that's attached to those, you sure have to be impressed what you see there as far as WDA and the birth weight that's goes along with them. Got a little more birth weight in our second place heifer, but sure to really appreciate the birth weight here in this first place heifer, and then the look of her. I mean, really a big rib, real attractive kind of female. She's got some extension to that front end, and that's what propels her over this heifer in second. Just that unique looking front end with that heifer, and yet still really green condition wise. You get that one in motion when she wants to go. Heifer that really has a lot of flexibility, and you like how that one moves. She looks good on the move and a little more genuine in her overall shape than what we've got here in second. Sure have to be impressed with the overall length of this heifer coming here in second. The young lady does a nice job getting this shown. A little more refined in her bone work, not quite as stout looking from one end to the other as what we've got in our class winner, but sure a heifer you like from an overall performance standpoint. Got a big WDA with that one as well. Two really excellent females in this class, in this April class.
And placings in Class 2 over in your open Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 115, RHEL Pride 3003N, exhibited by Hannah Smith of Franklin, North Carolina. And second place in Class 2 will go to entry number 113, Shady's Ginger N37, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. Please note entry number 116 was a scratch. We're now ready to select your spring heifer calf champion over in your Red Angus female show. And placings in Class 15D over in your Brahmie female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 30, JBB Nikki Page, 53-8N, exhibited by Kaiten Elnhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 29, JBB Nellie Queen, exhibited by Cambry Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your junior calf champion in your Brahmie female show.
We're going to pick this first division here in the Red Angus, and sure, seen a lot of quality in this first division. Both these classes, tremendous as far as what this breed has to offer. You really get to looking at how good these things there are at the ground and how they're designed in their front ends and how long and extended most of them are. And it's been in this particular division. Just really impressed with the quality I've seen in this particular division. I like these two Aprils right here. They'll be your champion in reserve. Give them a nice hand.
And your spring heifer calf champion over in your Red Angus show goes to entry at number 115, RHL Pride 03N, exhibited by Hannah Smith of Franklin, North Carolina. Congratulations. And your reserve spring heifer calf champion will go to entry number 113, Shady's Ginger N37, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. We're now ready for Class 6 February heifer calves over in your Red Angus female show. And over in your full-blood, purebred Brahmie show, your heifer calf champion will go to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingabine of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve division winner will go to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingabine of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 16 winner heifer calves over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie show. Again, now in your ring is Class 16.
Well, this is an interesting class of these Februaries. Got some different shapes and sizes, kinds in this particular, out of this trio of heifers out here. But there's one thing for sure, the one leading off this class is really complete looking, a really good moving female, real attractive, whether she's parked or moving around the ring. You like the bone work that's underneath that one, the amount of body, the muscle that goes along with that, and yet still really angular and feminine up through that front end. I think really an excellent place to start out of this trio of heifers. Then you look at the numbers that are attached to her. You're really impressed in that regard for what she's got to offer in her overall data that goes along with her. Then we get this heifer in second. A little bit, gives up just a little bit as far as overall power to heifers on either side of her, but you really get to looking at what that one's got to offer, how good she is in her top, how straight line she is, how unique looking she is in the front 1/3 of her body. The greenest heifer of the trio out here, there's no doubt about that. I think a really bright future in front of that heifer as she continues to develop and grow. She's going to just get better and better because she's good at the ground. You like the look that she gives you from a profile standpoint. Then there's no doubt the highest performing heifer is this one that ends up going third, really extended, long, good looking kind of female, but with that, a heifer that gets a little bit piecier looking out here. She collapses a little bit more in her forearm and how it transitions to her shoulder than I prefer, and a heifer that isn't quite as good out through her hip when you really get to looking at her on a profile standpoint. Numbers on that heifer, you'd sure like to change a few things there as well, but really excellent trio heifers in these Februaries. Give them a nice hand in this class.
And placings in Class 16 over in your Brahmie female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 33, Miss LLB M58, exhibited by Colt Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations. And second place in that class will go to entry number 32, JBB Miley 68M, exhibited by Shelby Smyrna of Wiley, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering the ring is Class 17 senior heifer calves over in your Brahmie female show. Again, entering now is Class 17 senior heifer calves. And placings in Class 6 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 132, Sandridge Mia 5733, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Second place in that class goes to entry number 129, ARAS Kia 214N, exhibited by Sarah Pinstadler of Rush City, Minnesota. Third place in that class goes to entry number 130, TC Hannah 43M, exhibited by Nathan Skiva of North Branch, Minnesota. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 7 January heifer calves over in your Red Angus female show.
What an excellent pair of these January heifers here in the Red Angus ring. Sure, heifers you gravitate to for a lot of different reasons. This heifer to lead off this class to me is just a little bit fresher up through her front end, a little more extended in that regard. Gives you just a little more maternal look in the way this one's constructed in her body and her natural body shape, one that you like as far as when you get that one in motion. That one's really flexible, really fluent. You really like that heifer when she's on the move because of Everything just stays where it's supposed to. She's really got a lot of base width to her as you watch her go away from you as well. Just really a good kind of female to lead off this pair of heifers. There's no doubt you really like this heifer coming here in second from her shoulders back. I mean, a heifer that you like it as far as her lines, her top, her hip. She's really level in that regard. A little bit more upright in her shoulder, a little more jammed up in her neck. You just like to see a little more extended in that regard. A heifer that gets just a little bit narrower as you watch this one go away from you on the move. Not quite as soft made as what we've got in our class winner, but a good, attractive kind of heifer that ends up going second.
And placings in Class 7 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 136, Sandridge La Barbara 5731, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. And second place in that class goes to entry number 133, Cayuga Miss View Miss Oda 125, exhibited by Taylor Palcat of Union Springs, New York. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your junior heifer calf champion in your Red Angus female show.
Before we get into this second division, these Red Angus, and boy, it even supersedes the first division. I thought that was really good as far as the quality that we saw in that particular division. But you get to looking at these four heifers, the future look that they exhibit out here. They're really good condition-wise. I mean, they're sound. You get them in motion. I think a really bright future in front of all four of these heifers. There's no doubt about it. And you get to looking at this pair of class winners. There's sure some differences in their chest and how they're designed in that regard. Your heifer, to me, a little bit stouter in her overall bone work is the one I'm going to use, and that's the heifer that come out of the younger class, the February down here. She'll be your division champion. The January here will be reserved. Congratulations. Give them a nice hand.
And placings in Class 17 over in your Brahmie female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 34, B.L. Bailey, MS30, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. Second place in that class will go to entry number 36, Miss BBB 474, exhibited by Natalie Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Third place in that class goes to entry number 35, S.W. Harley, 2455, exhibited by Ellen Zangelbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your senior calf champion over in your full-blood purebred Brahmie show. And over in your Red Angus female show, your junior heifer calf champion will go to entry number 132, Sandridge Mia 5733, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. And your reserve junior heifer calf champion will go to entry number 136, Sandridge La Barbara 5731, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Again, congratulations, and now entering the ring is Class 10 winter heifer calves. Again, entering the ring now is Class 10 Red Angus females. And your senior calf champion over in your Brahmie show will go to entry number 34, B.L. Bailey MS30, exhibited by Megan Schultz of Friendship, Wisconsin. And your reserve division champion will go to entry number 36, Miss BBB 474, exhibited by Natalie Zingenbein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 20. Intermediate heifers, again, now in the ring is Class 20 over in your Brahmie full-blood purebred show.
Really good class. You get into these November and December heifers, end up using these two December heifers to win this class. Heifers that, to me, complement themselves very well, and especially this class winner, to me, just a really good, high-quality individual. You look at that one, whether she's moving or parked out here, everything stays where it's supposed to. Real smooth in her overall makeup, extremely long up through the front end, good at the ground as you watch this one travel around the ring. Just a lot of positives about that heifer in the way that one's made. This heifer coming here in second is sure really stout. You look at her from the ground up, the amount of bone work that's in that one. She's got some natural muscle in her. She's got some shape in her up high in her skeleton. But you get that one in motion. That one wants to struggle just a little bit as you watch that one go. She's not near as attractive up through that front 1/3 of her body as what we've got in our class winner, but a good, high-quality individual that ends up going second. This heifer here in third is sure one that's got some unique parts to her. There's no doubt about that. Big legs underneath that one, really long and extended up through that front end. But a heifer to me is a little bit narrower in the way that one's built, especially in her top and up through her hip. She doesn't transition is nice right there in her forerib and shoulder. He just wants to collapse right there a little bit more than I prefer. Just want to open that one up in her forerib to smooth that heifer up a little bit better comparatively to the two that walk out ahead of her. Then we get a real straight line, level hip kind of heifer coming here in third or fourth, one that you like as far as her bone work, and that's what gets her over this heifer right behind her. But a heifer to me that's not quite soft enough made. You'd like to see just a little more brood cow look to that one, and that's definitely what we've got in this heifer that follows in behind her. She is real broody looking, but with that, she gets a little bit deeper in her neck, a little bit shorter coupled kind of heifer. You just like to see just a little more extended kind of female from one end to the other, but sure one that can get out and go, very sound in her skeleton and in structure.
And first place in Class 20 over in your Brahmie show goes to entry number 39, WCCR LE 4072, exhibited by Ellen Zingebine of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. Now in the ring is Class 21 Junior Yearling Heifers over in your Brahmie show. Again, in the ring now is Class 21 Junior Yearling Heifers. And placings in Class 10 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 141, GERA Cowgirl 4651, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. Second place goes to entry number 143, PR3SO Helen M369, exhibited by Taylor Poff of Chardon, Ohio. Third place goes to entry number 147, Sandridge La Barbara 4610, exhibited by Allison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Fourth place in that class will go to entry number 144, DZB Valentina 241, exhibited by Aubrey Carter of Center, Kentucky. And fifth place goes to entry number 145, exhibited by Van Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now in the ring is Class 11 Senior Heifer Calves over in your Red Angus female show.
Then we get into these September and October heifers, three really nice kind of females. You look at the data that's attached to them, you're really impressed in that regard. They're very, very similar in the way their growth numbers are and their birth weight as well. Sure, cattle that you like from a phenotype standpoint is with that. I mean, this one to lead off the class to me is just the smoothest made, smoothest pattern, nicest balanced heifer of the trio out here. You like how stout she is from the ground up. She's got some natural muscle in her, and yet she's still got some extension up through that front end. Young man's heifer coming here in second. You sure do like this heifer when this heifer will just take off and go. That's when she looks her best. He gets her parked out here. She wants to get a little bit easy in her top. She isn't quite as nice up through her neck and head as what we've got in our class winner. A little more condition up in that regard on that particular heifer. Just lean her up at the top side of her neck comparatively to our class winner. Then we do have a really extended kind of female, this young lady's heifer that ends up going third. She's having a rough time out here. This heifer's pushing her around quite a bit, but one that didn't put together quite as nice in her top. You sure like to see that one built a little bit better in her forerib and how she handles her top when you get her in motion. Gets a little bit bow-legged as you watch that one go away from you as well, but very flexible as you watch that one go and very fluid as you get her in motion. Just like to put that one together a little bit nicer. Nice class of these September and October heifers.
And placings over in Class 21 Junior Yearling Heifers in your Brahmie Female Show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 44, JBB Mila 434M, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Ella Lake, Texas. Second place goes to entry number 43, CEF Miss Marie Levakes, exhibited by Caton Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Third place goes to entry number 41, SW Honeybun, exhibited by Everett Trentnap of Owington, Kentucky. Fourth place goes to entry number 42, MIP Madison, exhibited by Cambry Pittman of Canadian, Texas. Congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now selecting your yearling champion female.
We're going to pick a senior heifer calf here in the Red Angus, and sure, some things you really like about these heifers are all the way through this division. Those classes were really competitive and good kind of cattle in them, and you know there's some subtle differences between these two class winners. There's no doubt about that. One of them, their neck comes out of her shoulders a little bit higher, a little more pleasing through the front 1/3 of her body than the other one. But sure, there's one that's really stout and rugged and got some bone work underneath her. It just kind of depends on what you prefer is how you end up going in this division. I prefer just a little bit nicer, angular front end, one that ties really high. This December heifer will be your division champion. The September right behind her will be reserved. Congratulations. Give him a nice hand.
And your yearling champion, full-blood purebred Brahmie, will go to entry number 44, JBB Mila 434M, exhibited by Caden Enhart of Ella Lake, Texas. And your reserve division will go to entry number 43, CEF Miss Marie Laveau, exhibited by Caden Elhart of Leah Lake, Texas. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. And over in your Red Angus female show, placings in Class 11 are as followed. First place goes to entry number 154, VDL April Fools, exhibited by Ruby Perkins of Amity, Pennsylvania. Second place goes to entry number 150, RFCC Plush 905M, exhibited by Max Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. Third place goes to entry number 152, TC Luna 136M, exhibited by Brooklyn Dubry of Olton, Texas. Congratulations.
Well, we just got a single entry here. This young lady's got a May heifer out here. Phenotypically, boy, this one's made really nice. I mean, on the move, this heifer just kind of floats out here, puts everything together, stays together. You like how this one's constructed in the center part of her body. She's got some natural spring of rib and depth of rib. She's really maternal looking up through the front end. And what's really impressive about this heifer is the set of numbers that she has. An incredible spread from birth to yearling and really big milk number on this heifer as well. Just so many positives about this single entry. My compliments go out to well, it's a single entry division as well. Congratulations to this young lady.
And over in your Red Angus female show, your fall heifer calf champion will go to entry number 141, GERA Cowgirl 4651, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. And your reserve fall heifer champion will go to entry number 154, VDL April Fools 61M, exhibited by Ruby Perkins of Amity, Pennsylvania. And first place in Class 15, an automatic intermediate heifer calf champion, will go to entry number 154, Shady's Miss Ruby M65, exhibited by Lexi Goins of Crossville, Tennessee. And over in your Brahmie show, we are ready to select your grand champion, a full-blood purebred Brahmie female here in your junior show. And I would like to take this time to reintroduce your judge over in your Brahmie show, Mr. Brandon Bratcher from Elizabeth, Indiana. Again, Brandon graduated from Purdue University with a degree in animal science. He, along with his family, raised commercial Angus cattle with a small but nationally competitive show cattle herd. Again, if you could join me in giving Mr. Brandon Bratcher one more big round of applause for being out here with us.
Well, we're going to single entry this class, this April yearling, and boy, this young lady's got a really nice heifer, really fresh looking out here. They've done an incredible job getting this one presented. Really long and extended kind of female, one that looks like a female. Has got brood cow written all over. There's no doubt about that. Very flexible and fluid. And when you get this in motion, my compliments go out to this young lady and her class winner.
And first place in Class 18 over in your Red Angus female show will go to entry number 161, a TC Sugar M172, exhibited by Carly Nissel of Epworth, Iowa. Congratulations to that exhibitor. Now in the ring is Class 19 March Spring Yearling Heifers over in your Red Angus female show. And your grand champion, full-blood, purebred Brahmie female here at the North American will go to entry number 27, SW Phoebe 2504, exhibited by Ellen Zingebein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion, full-blood, purebred Brahmie female will go out and come to entry number 26, SW Rachel 2509, exhibited by Ellen Zingebein of Campbellsburg, Indiana. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors for a successful Beef Builder and Brahmie Junior show here at the North American. And we will take a few pictures and then be moving on to our miniature Hereford show here in Broadbent at 3 o'clock.
Boy, nice pair of these March heifers out here. A little bit different the way these two come to us. So a little more maternal looking kind of female to lead off this pair of heifers. To me, she gives it just a little bit nicer look in that regard as far as her depth of ribs or more springer rib to that female. Definitely moves a lot better as far as when you get these two in motion, how she handles her hind leg compared to this heifer in second. Sure one that you gravitate to for an overall brood cow look to her is comparatively to our second place heifer. There's sure have to be impressed with the shape of this heifer coming here in second, of one that's really shapely in her muscle and the way this one comes to us and out through her hip and down into that quarter. But to me, she struggles just a little bit how she handles that hind leg. She's not as flexible, not as loose made as you watch her move than what we've got in our class winner. A little bit more clubby looking comparatively to our class winner, but sure a lot of power, a lot of muscle, a lot of shape in that particular heifer that ends up going second. Nice pair of heifers in this March class.
And first place in Class 19 over in your Red Angus female show will go to entry number 165. BJ Fancy Lady 4067M, exhibited by Sarah Finstadler of Rush City, Minnesota. And second place in that class will go to entry number 169, AKW Miss Annie PS 304M, exhibited by Max Richardson of Maynardville, Tennessee. We'll now be selecting your senior intermediate heifer calf champion over in your Red Angus female show. Again, now in the ring is a selection of your senior intermediate heifer calf.
Boy, three really nice heifers here to pick this intermediate division here in the Red Angus, and sure some quality like I talked about in their classes. And there's some differences out here when you really get to comparing the cattle. But one thing about it, they all three of them will make a difference. And when you get them into production of the way they're built, they have something just a little bit different to offer. So it depends on how you get these things mated, what you can do with them. One thing about it, we've got two really sound class winners out here in front of me right now, so it's just a personal preference, but there's definitely one that's just a little bit more of her. There's a little bit more heifer here as far as muscle and shape, and yet still really fresh looking, and that's the young lady's heifer that won the younger class up here. The April heifer will be our division champion. The March will be reserve. Congratulations. Give them a nice hand.
And your senior intermediate heifer champion will go to entry number 161, TC Sugar M172, exhibited by Carly Nissel of Epworth, Iowa. Congratulations. And your reserve intermediate heifer champion will go to entry number 165, BJF Fancy Lady 4067M, exhibited by Sarah Penstadler of Rush City, Minnesota. Congratulations. And now entering the ring is Class 22 February Junior Yearling Heifers. And please note, we will not be taking a photo break of your champion Red Angus female between the bulls. We will take photos of your champion Red Angus female after the conclusion of the bull show. So please note that. We'll be moving right into your Red Angus bull show. But now entering the ring is Class 22 February Junior Yearling Heifers and your Red Angus female show.
We get into this class of February's really impressive set of heifers out here. All four of these heifers have something really cool to offer. There's no doubt about that. They've got some quality to them. You look at the numbers that are attached to them. There's not much difference there, but you are really impressed with the amount of spread that they have from birth to yearling, and to go along with that, the amount of overall balance that they have to their numbers is pretty impressive when you get these four heifers out here. So then you just look at them phenotypically, and they're sure. So there's some differences out here. To me, the one that has the most shape, the real shapely built one, stout in the way this one comes to us as far as her muscle, and yet still maternal, enough maternal look to her, is this one leading off this class. Really smooth in the way this one comes to us. I mean, there's not much hair there, so what you see is what you get. There's no doubt about that. But a real unique looking female up through that front end. She's good at the ground as you watch her go. A very impressive individual to lead off with. Heifer here in second. Sure, there's no doubt that you like this one from the length, for the length of hip that she has in her. She's got some extension up through that front end. She isn't built quite as smooth right there in her forerib, and how she goes into her shoulder. There's not as much natural shape and muscle in her as what we've got in our class winner, but a good kind of brood cow look to that one. It ends up going second. And then we got a heifer here coming in third, but until you get this one in motion, you're thinking, oh man, this is a really nice female, because she is real fresh condition-wise. She's got some extension. She's very angular and feminine. You get that one in motion, you just sure like to change the way she handles that hind leg as she sets it on the ground. And a heifer, you sure like to see just a little bit more natural shape and muscle in her. Of the four heifers out here, she gives up the most in that regard. Then we got a heifer, a young lady's heifer here. Does a really nice job getting this one presented. But to me, this heifer gets a little bit more jammed up in her front end. She's not as pretty up through the front 1/3 of her body. Redesign her head shape just a little bit. She's got some chest in her, but real impressive individual from an overall length of body, a length of a hip in this female, and really good in the center part of her body. Maybe just a little bit tighter in her flank as compared to the heifers that walk out ahead of her, but a good kind of cow. They've done a nice job getting this one presented.
And placings in Class 22 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 178, FHS Majestic 41M, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. Second place goes to entry number 176, Leon Angels London 71-8E, exhibited by Tatum Poff of Chardon, Ohio. Third place goes to entry number 9077, Red Diamond Cowboy Queen 418, exhibited by Josie Bocott of Gallipolis, Ohio. Fourth place goes to entry number 180, PJF Fancy 4030M, exhibited by Payson Grinder of Milton, Minnesota. Congratulations, and please note entry number 179 was a scratch, and now in the ring is Class 23 January yearling heifers. And again, Red Angus exhibitors, we will be no photo break between the Grand Champion Red Angus female and your bull show. We will be moving right into the bull show here after the selection of your Grand Champion Red Angus female.
Well, we get into this. These January heifers, 4 impressive individuals out here. There's really good kind of heifers as well. I talked about that in that last class, what they had to offer. We've got some differences. There's no doubt when you look at the data that's attached to them, especially this one that's lead off this class, a little more birth weight than the rest of the class, but with a real big growth number to go along with that. So you got to give it a little bit there, or however that fits into your program. But and there's no doubt when you look at that one phenotypically, how stout and powerful that one is, real up-headed, real good looking through the front 1/3 of her body. There's no doubt that you really appreciate that. She's really big in the center part of her body as well. Just a really cool looking female out here to lead off this class. Now this one coming here in second, I'll admit that she's a little more maternal looking from her overall makeup. But with that, a heifer that gives up quite a bit as far as shape and natural thickness to our class winner, not quite as stout built from end to end as what we've got in our class winner. Then we got a really nice pattern to this one coming here in third. You sure do appreciate that about her. Just a little bit plainer looking out here, not quite the bells and whistles is what we've got in the two that won't go ahead of her, but a female that you sure do like how just honest and genuine she is in her overall design. Then the young lady's heifer that ends up following in behind her, just a little bit narrower built kind of female, not quite as much natural shape and dimension to her, not quite as good out through her hip, a little more chest in her than I prefer. It kind of throws her balance off just a little bit, but there's for sure that she's going to end up being a really nice brood cow for this young lady and do a lot of really nice things there with the udder that's coming underneath her. She's got a real good teat set as well. Just a good kind of female that's going to go on and make a really nice brood cow.
And placings in Class 23 over in your Red Angus female show are as followed. First place goes entry number 182, TC Fancy 16M, exhibited by Nathan Skiba of North Branch, Minnesota. And second place in that class goes entry number 184, RAML Eura 40163, exhibited by Carly Shutter of Frankton, Indiana. Third place goes entry number 186, C4 She's a Fox 1188M, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. Fourth place will go to entry number 185, ADPHLE E711, exhibited by Avery Dunn of Goreyville, Illinois. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your junior champion heifer. Again, we're now ready to select your junior champion heifer in your Red Angus female show.
We're going to pick this junior champion out here in the Red Angus and sure some really unique looking females, not only in these two class winners, but you look at those two seconds, what they have to offer, how genuine they are in their shape and real maternal look to them. You like the condition that they're in, and you look at these two class winners, how stout they are and the amount of muscle they have in them to go along with how maternal looking they are as well. I mean, they've got some extension up through that front end. They still look like females. They've got some angularity to them. They can get out and go, and that's very, very important. It just comes down to personal preference on which one's going to win this division. And the longer I'm standing out here, and the one that I just keep gravitating back to as far as just being really good in her overall makeup and the way she comes to us and the way this one can get out and go is the young lady's heifer up here in front will be your division champion. The January back here will be reserved. Congratulations.
And your junior champion Red Angus female will go to entry number 178, FHS Majestic 41M, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. And your reserve junior champion female will go to entry number 182, TC Fancy 16M, exhibited by Nathan Skiba of North Branch, Minnesota. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your grand champion Red Angus female here in the North American. Again, now in the ring is the selection of your grand champion Red Angus female. And again, as those grands and reserve divisions are making their way in the ring, I would like to take this time to reintroduce your Red Angus female judge today, Mr. Todd Herman. Todd grew up on a diversified livestock and grain operation. Todd is a graduate of Michigan State University and is a third-generation Hereford breeder. Todd, along with his wife Kim, continue to raise Hereford cattle, and Todd and Kim live in Lima, Ohio, where Todd is the cow herd manager at Jones Show Cattle. Todd has judged numerous shows throughout the United States and Canada and is pleased to be here with us this year at the North American. If you could join me in giving Mr. Todd Herman one more big round of applause for evaluating your Red Angus show.
We're gonna we're gonna pick a champion heifer here, real directly, and it's sure been a pleasure and really thoroughly been impressed with the quality that I've seen throughout this Red Angus female show. And you look at these calves, what they have to offer, the future look to them. I mean, there's no doubt these things will do some really cool things, whether they keep showing them or as they become brood cows, because of their overall makeup and their build and what they have to offer, and the condition of these things. especially at this age, is pretty incredible. And my compliments go out to you as exhibitors and folks that have been working on these things to keep them looking like this. And you look at these older heifers, how maternal looking they are. I mean, what they have to offer in that regard. You know, the numbers that are attached to some of these things are really impressive going forward as breeding tools. There's no doubt about that. Had some great ring help out here. It's just been a pleasure judging here at the North American, this Red Angus show. Give these exhibitors a great round of applause. I'm not going to talk each one of these, but give them a nice round of applause, and I'll go show you what I like.
And your grand champion Red Angus female here at the North American will go to entry number 161, TC Sugar M172, exhibited by Carly Nitzel of Epworth, Iowa. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion Red Angus female goes to entry number 132, Sandridge Mia 5733, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors and all Red Angus female exhibitors on a successful show. And we will be moving straight into our Red Angus Bull Show here on the Green Shavings with Class 36. Again, we'll be moving straight into our Red Angus Bull Show. And again, we are ready to start your miniature Hereford show here in Broadbent Arena with class number 1. Again, we are ready to start that miniature Hereford show here in Broadbent Arena with class 1.
I got a June bull here to start out the Red Angus Bull Show with. One that you're really impressed with the amount of weight per day of age he's got with him. A calf that's really extended in his overall makeup. He's got some performance in him. Obviously, he's got some shape in him as far as his muscle and the way it's hooked onto his skeleton. Just a really good kind of calf to start out this show with. It wins this first division. Congratulations.
And first place in Class 36 over in your Red Angus Bull Show will go to entry number 195, 1JCA Polo 2512, exhibited by Jones County Junior College of Ellisville, Mississippi. And that bull will automatically be your spring bull calf champion. Congratulations. And now in the ring is Class 41 February bull calves in the Red Angus Bull Show.
This is a single entry class and division as well, and what a really nice beef bull we've got here. One that's just tremendous as far as the center part of his body, the amount of depth of rib that he has, and depth of flank, and really long and extended from one end to the other. And you look at his numbers, it's incredible how big a spread he has from birth to yearling and the amount of yearling that he has to go along with that. Just a really good, unique kind of animal from a phenotype and a data standpoint. My compliments go out to this division champion as well.
And first place in Class 41 at Automatic Junior Bull Calf Champion will go to entry number 200, Kago View Troy 425, exhibited by Tila Palacat of Union Springs, New York. Again, congratulations to that exhibitor. We're now ready for Class 46 Senior Bull Calves over in the Red Angus Bull Show. And I would like to take this time to introduce your miniature Hereford judge this afternoon, Mr. Brandon Callis of Minco, Oklahoma. Brandon is a 2005 grad of Texas A&M and has a master's of animal breeding and genetics from Kansas State. He's currently a professor at Redlands Community College, and he owns and operates BKC Livestock with his wife Kelly and 3 kids, where they run a herd of cattle. He has been blessed to short shows in 30 states and 3 countries, and he always feels blessed to be asked to short livestock shows, especially here at the North American. If you could join me and give you Mr. Brandon Callis a big round of applause for being out here on the Green Shavings. And placings in Class 1 over in your miniature Hereford female show are as followed. First place goes to Kaylin Dops with KLD Foolie Roxy 55. Congratulations. Second place goes to entry number 70, Evie Mitchell with MMH Willow. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready for Class 2 over in your miniature Hereford female show.
Well, we're going to pick through class and is a division as well, and three different kind of bulls out here when you really get to comparing these three head of cattle. One to lead off is no doubt the softest made, the most attractive bull from a beef bull standpoint. There's pretty incredible that way how big a ribbed he is, and yet he still has some flexibility. He's got some reach. He's got some fluidness when you get him on the move. Sure, you'd like to just pretty that one up just a little bit in comparison, but to the bull in second, just simply outmoves him. This bull in second, you have to be impressed with the natural shape and dimension and overall makeup of him. He's just a little bit too tight in the way this one goes. You just like to see a little bit more flexibility in the way he goes, but sure one that's got some performance in him. You like the eye appeal. Same with the bull coming here in third. Real attractive bull, especially in the front 1/3 of his body. Just not enough shape and natural muscle and dimension to this bull, but sure like the overall outlook of him, the way that one's constructed in his top, and he's real level hip, just stouting him up from a muscle standpoint to get him any higher in this class and division.
And placings in Class 46 and automatic first place of your fall bull calf champion will go to entry number 203, Cayuga View Spencer, 1424, exhibited by Tila Polecat of Union Springs, New York. And second place in that class and your reserve division champion will go to entry number 204, GE Red Label, 4521, exhibited by Helen Orr of Davenport, Oklahoma. And third place in Class 46 will go to entry number 205, Sand Ridge Equalizer, 4605, exhibited by Addison Val of Forest, Mississippi. Now in the ring is Class 50 Summer Yearling Bulls over in your Red Angus Bull Show. And again, we are ready for Class number 2 over in your miniature Hereford Female Show. Again, we're ready for Class 2.
Well, here's a really nice bull in this class and division as well. And you look at this bull on paper, he's sure impressed in that regard. And then you look at him out here in the ring, just a real shapely, attractive kind of bull. It's got enough body, he's got enough muscle. You like the testicular shape and size that's underneath him as well. Just a really good kind of bull with a tremendous amount of quality to win this division. My compliments go out to this exhibitor.
And first place in Class 50 and automatic intermediate champion bull will go to entry number 208, Sand Ridge Cosmic Cowboy, 4551, exhibited by Truett Toller of Perkins, Oklahoma. Again, congratulations to that exhibitor. Now in the ring is Class 53 April Spring Yearling Red Angus Bulls.
Here's another single entry class and division, and I'm going to sound like a broken record here. There's another bull that's very similar to the one we just looked at as far as his shape and the look of him from a profile standpoint. You're really impressed with the turn to that quarter calf, that you like how nicely balanced he is and how smooth in his overall pattern and makeup. Just a really excellent kind of bull as well to win this junior yearling division.
And first place in Class 53 and automatic junior champion bull will go to entry number 211, TW Continental 425M, exhibited by Genesis Enterprise, Davenport, Oklahoma, and Twin Willow Farms of Springfield, Missouri. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now entering the ring is Class 59 in your senior yearling bull division.
Well, here's a great bull to end up with here in the bull show. Senior yearling bull weighing over 2,600 and being as flexible as he is coming into the ring, and amount of shape that he has in him, and everything kind of fits together on that bull as well. The condition that he's in is particularly good. It's not down in his chest yet, and just an overall makeup of this bull is pretty tremendous. My compliments go out to these exhibitors. Just an excellent division to end up with here in the Red Angus show.
And first place in Class 59, an automatic senior champion Red Angus bull, will go to entry number 216, WD Pursuit 319, exhibited by Leon Cattle Company, St. Clairsville, Ohio. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. We're now ready to select your grand champion Red Angus bull here at the North American. And placings in Class 2 over in your miniature Hereford female show are as followed. First place goes to entry number 73, BK Peppa 169N, exhibited by Colt Burkheimer. And second place in that class will go to entry number 72, Went Daisy May, exhibited by Berkeley Went. And third place in that class will go to KLD Cream Puff, exhibited by Kaylin Dobbs. And fourth place in that class will go to entry number 71, THF Sage 523, exhibited by Brenna Thorson. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors. Now making their way into the ring is Class 2 miniature Hereford females. These heifers' date of birth range from January 28th through December 4th of 2024. And again, we are now selecting your grand champion Red Angus bull here in Broadbent Arena. Again, we are selecting your grand champion Red Angus bull.
Well, before I do that, I'd just like to thank a few people here. And first off, I want to compliment the Red Angus Association with the kind of cattle that they're raising. I mean, you really look at these things, and then phenotypically, and then look at the data that's attached to them is pretty impressive. I mean, to have that kind of numbers with them and going forward and what those things can do on down the road. You know, and then the quality of the bulls, they've got some shape in them. They've got some doability. They're really practical looking out here. There's no doubt about that. And I want to thank Aaron especially for contacting me to do this, and these young folks here in the ring have really helped out. I really appreciate their efforts throughout this show. It's been very, very enjoyable to work with them. They've been just a tremendous help. And you know, the Jones family, Randy and Dana and Troy and Sarah, for letting me do things like this when the opportunity arises, is very good on their part, and I truly appreciate that. You know, and the thing about it is, it's not about me. It's about this breed, because that's what we're looking at, and I'm truly impressed with what I've seen quality-wise throughout this female and bull show. And I definitely compliment you as Red Angus breeders and exhibitors for what you're showing. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Give these exhibitors a nice round of applause, and I'll go show you how I like them.
And your grand champion Red Angus bull here at the 2025 North American will go to entry number 208, Sandridge Cosmic Cowboy 4551, exhibited by Truett Toller of Perkins, Oklahoma. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion Red Angus bull will go to entry number 216, WD Pursuit 319, exhibited by Leon Cattle Company of St. Clairsville, Ohio. Again, congratulations to those Red Angus bull exhibitors and all Red Angus exhibitors for a successful show here at the North American. And your premier exhibitor goes to Helen Orr. Congratulations on that premier exhibitor award. And your premier breeder will go to Sandridge Land and Cattle. Again, congratulations to those exhibitors for premier exhibitor and premier breeder.